Game 2 against the San Diego Padres. The Blue Jays shut out San Diego 3-0 yesterday for their first shutout win of the season. Now Toronto looks to keep the momentum going and snatch a series win on this 3-series homestand.
Gausman on the mound tonight, trying to bounce back from a tough outing his last time out against Tampa Bay. Tatis is that rare combination of power and speed. He's hitting over 300. And he got him to chase another splitter. A good start for Gausman.
And you wouldn't know that.
Here's Machado popping one up. Guerrero into foul territory to make the over-the-shoulder catch and then alertly get it to the plate very quickly to hold the runner at third. Not a routine play.
No, and Vladdy's one of the best at doing that. He goes into foul ground and he catches it over his shoulder, and he's aware. He knows that there's a runner at third, so he gets the ball back to Kirk very quickly.
So now 2 down for Jackson Merrill.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gausman spins with a hop off the mound, punching out Merrill on a splitter to strand a rise at third. Evan Sheets, the left-handed hitter. 2-2. Called. Strike 3. How about a fastball right on the outside corner? Third strikeout of the day for Gausman. 0-0 Blue Jays and Padres. Bases are empty. Jake Cronenworth. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Actually left the splitter up a little bit, but had Cronenworth out in front. A 1-2-3 inning for Gausman, who has struck out 3 of the last 4 batters.
Into the top of the third inning. No score yet between the Padres and the Jays. Jason Hayward will lead things off against Kevin Gausman.
Fastball line to Bichette, 1 down.
Hayward retired. Here's the 9-hitter Martin Maldonado, another veteran.
Whoa. Martin Maldonado, that's a fair ball. Gausman will throw him out. Most of that bat went towards Addison Barger at third. Boy, oh boy, you talk about getting jammed and sawed off.
Well, you know what? They always talk about get into a hitter's kitchen. I mean, that just barely missed his top hand. And look at that. All he ends up with a baton in his hand. And the barrel spins out toward third base. But, man, that is some deep kitchen right there.
2 down for Fernando Tatis. Back to the top of the order for the Padres.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikes out Tatis for a second time today on a splitter. And that's 3 scoreless innings for Kevin Gausman. Nathan Lucas hitting .240 on the year.
Line drive center field, and there's the first hit of the night for the Blue Jays.
Nathan's done a good job, and he gets to this ball. It was up a little bit higher than Vasquez wanted it, and he put a good swing on it and takes it right back up the middle into center.
2 down now. Manny Machado still standing on second base, and it'll be up to Xander Bogaerts to try to break up the 0-0 tie.
Rocks back and delivers. Fastball, caught him looking, 97 at the knees, strike 3. The 1-out double by Machado stranded, and that's 4 scoreless for Kevin Gausman. Those are the only mistakes he's made.
And he sends one to right field. It is off the wall. And he will put the brakes on around first. It caromed right to Tatis, who has a very good arm, and that's a very long single for Santander.
Yeah, Tatis has a cannon for an arm, and Santander did a wise thing here. This is a breaking ball. He doesn't really hit it on the barrel. It's toward the end of the bat. He hit it high and off the wall in right.
Clement at first, 2 down. Nathan Lucas the batter. Lucas had a base hit to center in his first at bat. Lucas with a high fly, deep right field, and long gone. And he just keeps getting big hits for the Blue Jays. That's his 4th home run of the season now, and the Blue Jays have a 2-0 lead.
A big couple of runs in this ballgame. Hanging sweeper for Randy Vasquez, who, as we had already talked about, narrowly avoided a couple of homers earlier. Not this time.
The Blue Jays will get a look at left-hander Adrian Morejon.
He throws a hard 2-seam fastball. It'll be up in the upper 90s, and there it is.
And it's bounced through the right side. A leadoff base hit for Barger. Bounce to third, and it gets past Machado and into left. And the Blue Jays have 2 men on.
Manny Machado did a do-or-die move as he tried to get the short out.
He gets it down. And Machado can't come up with it. And the bases are loaded. Boy, 2 misplays in the same inning by a gifted defensive player over the course of his career. And the Blue Jays have the bases loaded with nobody out. Morahone to face Bichette. Bo is 1 for 3. Bounced a base hit up the third baseline his last time up. Grounded to second and bobbled. And they'll get an out at second, but Cronenworth was getting ready to come home. Couldn't do it. Barger scores, and the infield defense continues to betray the Padres. So now first and third, 1 out for Guerrero. A little looper to center's going to drop for a base hit, and it is 4-0.
And Vladdy fights it off. He was in the hole 0-2 and goes down. It's a pretty good pitch down and in, and flares it into center for an RBI.
Pulled down to third. Machado's got this one, and everybody is safe. And here comes Bichette to score. Arise tried to stretch, couldn't come up with it, and it bounced away to the point where Bichette comes home with the 5th run of the night.
So they could give him an infield hit and an error on Machado,
which would be his 3rd error of the innings. Here's a fly ball, well hit, right center field, and it's down. And 2 runs will come in to score. A long 2-run double for Clase. He's blown it open. It is 7-0.
Boy, what a big hit for Jonathan. He was been taking a lot of extra BP, working real hard to find that stroke, and he comes up with a big 2-run double here with 2 outs.
Here's Nathan Lucas. Got the Jays on the board first in the 5th inning. It was a 2-run home run. That was against Andy Vasquez.
Pulls it into right field, a base hit. And Clement is around second and into third.
Have a night, Nathan. Stay on.
Bichette will line one into center. That's a base hit. Clement jogging home. Lucas to second. It is 8-0.
It's a pretty good swing right there. 8-0 now in the ball game.
And the Blue Jays have had a game that everybody has been waiting for.
0-2 on Guerrero. A little jam shot up the middle. The flip to nobody, and everybody is safe.
This hasn't been pretty. The infield has really allowed the Blue Jays to open this game wide open. Machado has committed 3 errors in this game. Now Iglesias tries to flip it with his glove to Cronenworth, and they can't connect.
Blue Jays already up 8-0. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch to Daulton Varsho is hit high, deep center field. Merrill at the track, stumbling near the wall. It is gone! Grand slam, Daulton Varsho, and the Blue Jays have a dozen. 12-0 Toronto in the 8th. It just keeps on going for Varsho. His team leading 7th home run in only his 15th start of the year.
Well, good teams take advantage of mistakes from their opponents, and the Blue Jays have certainly done that tonight. Daulton Varsho gets that pitch in the middle of the plate, and he hammers it for a grand slam and a 12-0 Toronto Blue Jays lead.
Now Springer pulls one down the left field line, and that's a fair ball. And he can glide into second with a double. Barger hits one down the line into the right field corner. Springer will come home. Clase around to third. RBI double for Barger. 13-0. And a base hit into left. Clase will score. Barger to third. 14-0. Crowd of 23,266 tonight have enjoyed every minute of this one. And that is that. The Blue Jays score more runs than they had scored in a game all season. Nathan Lucas has another big night. Daulton Varsho with a grand slam. Kevin Gausman outstanding tonight. And the Blue Jays enjoy this win.